So today we're going to learn what the midpoint formula is. So what the midpoint formula is, it helps you find the midpoint. More specifically, it helps you find the coordinates, the x and y coordinates of the aligned segment in a coordinate plane. So for instance, I can show you here. You see this point here. So that point is the midpoint. Now, to determine that midpoint, you use this formula. So essentially the way it works, we can work on it now. Let's say we were given the endpoint A and the endpoint B. Sorry for the background noise. So let's use this formula right now. So let's call x1 -7. And then plus. So just before we do this, actually, let me just explain it verbally how you work this out. I think that's going to be helpful. So the way you determine the coordinates of this midpoint that I showed you is you essentially add the x coordinates of the endpoints, and then you divide by 2. That helps you find the x coordinate of the midpoint. And then after you've done that, you find the y coordinates. So you find the sum. So you add the y coordinates and you divide by 2. That helps you find the y coordinate of the midpoint. So let's work it out now. So let's start with -7. And it's arbitrary. You can pick any one of them. But let's say -7 plus 3 divided by 2, and then the y coordinates -2 plus, well, in this case we don't really have to put a plus because we have -8, so -8, so -2 minus 8 divided by 2. So if we work this out, we know -7 plus 3 is going to give us -4 divided by 2. And then we know -2 minus -8 is going to give us -10 divided by 2. So if we work this out, that's going to be -4 times 2 is -2. And -10 divided by 2 is -5. So this should be the midpoint. So if we confirm if that's correct, we can see about here is 5. So the y coordinate is correct. And then on the x coordinate, we can see we have 2 here. So if we go all the way down, that's -2. So this point here is -2, -5. So I hope this was clear. It used to be a bit confusing for me. I hope I cleared it up. If this was helpful, please like the video, subscribe, and comment.